Fiona Thomas is one of a small group of Australian drivers who's gone electric.
When you compare them to a traditional car for the same sort of car, it's still quite a bit more.
It's the upfront price of the vehicles that had put Fiona off the purchase, but she's found a way to try before she buys.
We have a subscription EV service that allows customers to take up an EV, fully serviced EV and with installed chargers at their home.
As one of Australia's biggest energy providers, AGL has an interest in the electric future of cars. At hundreds of dollars a week, the cost of the subscription isn't small change, but it's a fraction of buying and registering an electric vehicle. Overseas, there's more affordable models available, for example, in the UK.
They have some 35 models of electric vehicles available under our $60,000 price point, so what we usually call the mass market price point. In Australia, we have about 4 models available in that range.
Bayard Jafari says global car makers aren't focused on Australia.
They obviously do a scan of the market right around the world when deciding where to put particularly their cheaper electric vehicles, where to sell them. And they see that in the US, Europe, right across Asia, governments are providing subsidies in the range of $10,000 to $15,000 rebates.
Australia no longer manufactures cars, so what the world makes, we buy. And global car makers are moving in one direction. General Motors has pledged to end production of internal combustion engine vehicles by 2035. Ford has committed to release only electric vehicles in Europe by 2030. Jaguar and Bentley have made similar pledges. In Australia, electric and plug-in hybrid vehicles currently have less than 1% market share.
AEMO at the moment are only forecasting 1 in 5 vehicles sold in 2030 will be an EV. We would like to see double or triple that. Certainly where Norway are today, they're at 54% of vehicles sold in the last year are a fully electric vehicle.
Despite the slow uptake, several states already want to tax electric vehicles, which aren't subject to the federal fuel excise. Victoria and South Australia have proposed road usage charges.
It's far too early to actually tax them and make them more expensive. Is a pretty startling call.
The NRMA says road usage taxes overall need updating as the revenue raised from the fuel excise continues to fall.
If you look at new cars coming on the market in Australia, they are overwhelmingly more fuel efficient, and that means that the current system of tax lends heavily towards those who can afford it least, families on lower incomes, people in rural and regional areas who aren't going to go out and get a new car every couple of years.
We only need to charge once or twice in a 2-week period.
It's early days for Fiona Thomas's EV experiment, but so far the running costs are much cheaper than paying for petrol.
If we can charge from the solar panels, it's zero cost.
One type of charge that's welcome for EV drivers.